Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakar Double honors to the elders for preaching his word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered to the four corners of the globe, preaching his word truthfully and sincerely. And I say shalom to Akim out there. And this is a sit-down lesson. This was recently from business news category of RT.com, alternative news around the world, as of January 18, 2023, and it reads: Saudi Arabia is Saudi Arabia ready to ditch dollar in trade, finance minister says. And keep this in mind: Saudi Arabia and the United States, they're allies with one another, you know. And this comes after, I say, sometime last year in 2022, they had that little feud between the United States and Saudi Arabia about sharing oil or something like that, I believe. So I kept that in mind as well too. So as you have this recent news, as of a new year in 2023, January 18, 2023, and you see right here, Saudi Arabia ready to ditch the dollar, which is the U.S. dollar, and trade, finance minister says. So this is a potential trade with China, I believe, or Beijing, I believe. Yeah, Beijing in Saudi Arabia. And it says shift from U.S. to Chinese currency has previously been discussed between Beijing and Riyadh of Saudi Arabia. It says Saudi Arabia is ready to discuss a trading in currency other than the U.S. dollar, according to the kingdom's finance minister Mohammed Al-Jadaan, as cited by Bloomberg. The Al-Jadaan's comments comes a month after China's President Xi Jinping that Beijing is ready to make energy purchase in yen instead of the U.S. dollar and trade exchanges with members of the Gulf Cooperation Council of the GCC. China's leader highlighted the necessities of the shift while speaking at a Chinese Arab summit hosted by Saudi Arabia earlier this week. There are no issues with discussing how we settle our trade arrangements, whether it is the U.S. dollar in euro or in Saudi Arabia, Al-Jadaan said on Tuesday during an interview with Bloomberg in Davos, Switzerland. It says the oil-rich kingdom is seeking to deepen its ties with the vital trade partners, including China. The readiness for talks on the issue expressed of Riyadh may signal that the world's biggest oil export is open to diversing away from the U.S. dollar after decades of pricing crude exports in the U.S. currency. The Riyal, the Saudi national currency, has been pegged to the greenback too. It says the trend towards the shift to national currency that is recently being observed amongst the major participants in the global trade chains is particularly attributes to the policies of secondary sanctions that Washington is pursuing. Initially, the steps towards ditching the U.S. currency and trade, particularly in the energy sector, were intensified in the wake of sweeping sanctions introduced by the Western nations against Russia and against China as well too, and Iran and North Korea. It says, I had to add a note to that as well too. It says one of the world's major energy producers and exports over the military operation in Ukraine. So that shows you another clear sign, that these nations, even though these nations are allies with the United States, are, you know, they're.
Come get your plate.
Oh, okay.
We have washed up long. I got it.
All right. Okay. So yeah, that shows you a clear sign that they turning away from the American dollar. So that shows you another sign, an indication that the U.S. dollar might have current value as of right now. But when the MOTB comes, that corruption, that full mandatory digital currency comes, these nations go turn away from the American dollar. And they're going to continue to do that, even though the United States have allies, but they continue to turn their backs away from the American dollar. So with that, this was just a latest news article that I wanted to bring out as of January 18, 2023. As you see right here, a potential agreement might be in the works of Saudi Arabia ready to ditch the dollar in a trade. And finance minister says and reported. So with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Akarkadash. Double honors to the elders. Oh, okay, I'm coming, Mom. Alright, I'm coming. Double honors to the elders, preaching his word truthfully and sincerely. Salakia for that. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And until next time, I will say shalom.